What's going on, guys? This is part 2 of me putting in some random car parts in my car. Today we're going to be doing the diverter valve and the diverter valve spacer. If you notice, in part 1 we did my charge pipe and we went ahead and took out my cold air intake. So if you missed that part, go back to watch this video right here and let's get into it. So for the first part, I do have a catch can as well, so I just have to unscrew these right here. But for you, there's going to be a clamp here, which I also have. Clamp here, we're going to be taking out the inlet pipe. Take this off if you have one, and then take that off, and then just put them to the side. Okay, so once you get it out like that, something like this, it's just 2 push clamps right here. You'll push these from the top basically and just kind of wiggle it out. It is kind of tough to get it, but look at it. And you see mine is kind of dirty, so we will be cleaning this before we put it back in. So next part is we got to get this clamp right here off. It's the same thing as on the charge pipe. So it's a little push clamp. Just push it, wiggle it. I need 2 hands for this, but once you get it off, it's gonna be a singular, I think it's a hex. I'm gonna look at it from the bottom, but it's gonna be something on the intercooler to get it fully out. Okay, so I'm currently under the car. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it is, let's see when you see my finger, right there. That is exactly, it's a hex. Pretty sure that looks like a 10. It's right there. Just want to take it off, and then your inlet pipe should be off. And of course, it was indeed a 10. And then once you get it off, you should be able to wiggle it out like that and pull it out from the top. So once you get it out, it should look something like this. It was actually a double clamp, which is so weird to me. Why does it look so yellow? That's so cool. Once you get that out, you should be able to see the diverter valve. The diverter valve, oh my gosh, it's all the way back there. How am I supposed to get to that? Hold up. So, did some research. Looks like you need a ball joint, which I somehow have because I actually already did the research. It's a 4mm, just to make it easier. All right, so while we're here, let me go and tell you the sponsor of this video. His name is Chase Hubbard, and that's me, because I don't get sponsored because we're not there yet. Anyway, so we have the package. I'm gonna show you guys the diverter valve spacer thingamabob. I'm gonna show you the diverter valve. I don't know if I got the right part, to be honest with you. I'm gonna show it to you because you should be able to take out part of it. Either it's really hard to take out because it's new, or I got the right part and it can't be taken apart. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. But first we're going with this. All right, so as you can see, it's a go fast bits. Diverter valve, we have the pistons, the springs, the extended screws, everything that you need. And then let me show you the thing. And this is the diverter valve. So you're supposed to be able to take this part off, but I can't seem to, like, you're supposed to just pull it off, but it doesn't really come off. So I want to try with some pliers, but I don't know. Well, turns out it does come off. So it turns out it does come off. I just yanked it off with some pliers. Gladly, you don't need this because I don't know if you can see that. It's a big old chunk out of it. You don't need this part. I just bit it with supply. But the way that you're supposed to do it, where did I put the piece at? So as I'm taking my catch can off, I literally been telling myself, oh, don't lose any screws. I drop a screw into my headlight. So after we finish, I'm probably gonna jack up this side of the car, take the wheel off, and you know, there's a little department to the headlight area. I'm gonna see if I can find it. If not, we're gonna make a little trip to Home Depot and see if we can find another screw for this. So the way that we're gonna do this, we're gonna get 4mm, right? And there are 3 screws for the diverter valve. There's one right there, one on this side, and then one at the bottom. So with this, it's a rounded ball joint. You should probably get some of these if it'll focus. Focus, okay, I can't do it with one hand, but get one of these. And the way it does it, it'll go in at certain angles and still unscrew the bolt. So we're gonna do that. So I always start off with the top right, and then go to the bottom, then the top. Most definitely forgot to mention that there are 2 hexes we have to take to get our wastegate out the way to make it way easier. If not, we will be fighting for space against our wastegate. Pretty sure it's either a T40 or a T45. I'm going with T40. And it's at the bottom of the wastegate. It's 2 different screws. You can't really see it. I don't even think from the bottom, without taking out your boost pipe, you won't be able to see it. So we're gonna try to feel around. and get it. So you know what I'm saying, they're like, one is here and one is right there. So even if you take out your boost pipe, well, unless you take your boost pipe out, you're aren't gonna see it. All right, so by the way, it is extremely hard to get to those nuts. So what I did, you get a T45, it is a T45, and I don't really have those like special sockets, so I put a T45, and I don't remember what size socket it was, whichever one fits it where it doesn't like rattle. And then I got this extension clip on here. And the first one, I only needed 2 of them. And then the second one, I haven't gotten out yet, and we're using 3. Okay, so I did get off. This is what the little screws look like. This is a why did it pop off dust like that? It's a T45. There's 2 of these. I dropped the other one down there, but I actually can get this one. And then you want to put your wastegate on this side. I have the older version, so it's this big bulky thing. You want to put it to the side, and then now you can access this screw right here. And side note, I'm probably going to end up just dropping my intercooler again to make it way easier to install this these screws back, because doing it like that, like blindfolded basically, I'm not really down for that. So I'm gonna drop my intercooler, unattach the new charge pipe I just put in, and then I'm gonna end up taking off the whole boost pipe. I would recommend doing this by hand, but you know, I'm gonna test the limits for y'all, and I'm gonna be using my power ratchet. And I'm going to be taking this side bolt over there off first. So I'm gonna put some more extensions on this ratchet, and then we'll see if we can get this full thing out. You wanna go ahead and unplug the sensor thing for it, which is right here where my finger is, right down there. The sun is being horrible right now. See that the yellow and green wires down there? Unplug that one, and then that's the one for that diverter valve. And then you can unscrew it and take it off. All right, so we got the old diverter valve out finally. I think the best way to do it is to make sure that you have at least 2 extensions. I think it's like those 2-inch extension things for your ratchet. Because what I did, I ended up using one of these for the top right, and I don't think I needed one for the top left, and I used 2 of them for the bottom. I made it the easiest, and I already dropped my boost pipe out. It's not that hard. You don't have to fully take your intercooler out. Just loosen the left side, the driver's side, and then take out the passenger side. And you can drop it a little bit and angle it down a little bit, and that gives you just enough clearance to take out even an upgraded boost pipe, which is metal. So it'll be way easier if you had the base, like the OEM one, but I have the metal one. I got it out, took it out from the top. So this is what it looks like without it. As you can see, there's 1, 2, 3, and then this is the old one. It actually is, it's pretty new, so this may not even been the problem, but you know, might as well upgrade it and put in this new whatchamacallit, you know what I'm saying? So now we gotta assemble it. Just like I did earlier, I had to take this part off. I did use pliers because you aren't going to be reusing this part or this plastic part down here. I'm going to be keeping my OEM one just because I already used this one. And then you have to take this plastic ring off too. As you can see, I broke it, but it doesn't really matter. Just take it off. Okay, so once you finally get that off, I'm not gonna lie, I really thought I broke it, but it just takes a lot to take it off. Once you get it off, you can either use your OEM spring, which is right here, this little floppy thing, or you can use the Go Fast Bits provider one. This is more of like a sports mode feel. That's what I'm hearing. And then let's see if I can do it. All right, so basically I'm going to be using this one. You want to go ahead and put it in here. My phone is slipping. It's gonna look like that, right? Then you can get the plunger, and that goes on top. Real pressy. All right, so basically, piston's gonna be like this, right? It's gonna be 2 different parts. Everybody wants to put it in two different parts. Guess what? We're gonna be smart. This is the other side. So what you wanna do is you wanna get the other spring, get out of the box, looks like this. Put it right in there. My hands look so dirty. Put it right in there. And then you can get the piston. And this piston, you want to lubricate it with some oil. Where did I put my oil at? You want to get some oil, and then you want to wipe it around. You know, make sure it's all moisturized. You don't have to have too much excess, and then put the piston in. Make sure it moves freely. Then what you can do is you want to grab the go fast bits. There is a notch right here at the top, and there should be a notch on the diverter valve. I don't know if you can see it. It's gonna be right there, right there. You want to line those up, and then that's how it's gonna go in the car. Just like, come on, tap in there, get in there. I end up trying to take it off. I think that looks pretty cool, right? Looks like a comma or something, whatever. But I gotta take this off because I literally took the piston off to see if it'll work. Push it on there, it won't come off. All right, so for mine, you see, it literally holds itself in place. It's not even really pushing against it, so I can install it with that. Just like put it in, and I should be good. The Go Fast Bits logo, the DVD, it should be facing to the corner. So like, it should be like this when you put it in, just like that, okay? Okay, so after a while, I finally got it in there. I did have to like take it back apart. The best way to do it is put in the Go Fast Bits part first, and you have to like maneuver it in. I don't even know how to describe it. It's like in, out, in, okay? And then you have to do the same thing with the actual diverter valve. And as you can see, there's a piece of tape on it. Once I pushed it fully together, because it takes a lot of pressure and it'll like pop back out. Once I did, I put in this first screw, right? And then I pushed it together with my right hand, and I put a piece of tape on it with my left hand. But the thing is, once you put this screw in, you can't get the right screw in. So once you have this tape on there, it should like hold it together for the most part. So you can take this screw out and then put in the right screw. But the way I did it, I put this screw in, and then I put the bottom screw in, and then I took this one all the way out, and I let the bottom screw make sure it was like held in at the bottom, and then the tape is holding at the top. So that's how I made sure. I don't know why my phone just turned off by itself, but anyway, I had the bottom piece in, and that's how I made sure that the tape held it all together. And then I loosened the bottom one as much as I could without it coming out. And then I put the right one in, like you can push it a little bit to the side to just get this in there. And I put a piece of tape on the end of this too, so it can hold the screw in. And I screwed it in by hand. And then I went ahead and put this one in and tightened up the bottom one. Now I'm finna just go back and tighten everything. Okay, so after tightening everything up, it's hard to see because it's getting dark, but the diverter valve is in. So now all I have to do is put in my charge pipe, my boost pipe, reattach my wastegate, put back my intercooler, put back my intake, and I'll be done. But I'm not gonna be doing that because I have to change this out as well. But that's probably gonna be done tomorrow. So I guess we're having a part 3 as well for just that. I don't know. I'm about to go inside, take a good shower, and I'm finna go to sleep because this was actually a really long day because I had a lot of stuff I had to do. Hands are all cut up because we're great at our jobs. And yeah, so if you really enjoyed this video and you actually learned something, make sure you let me know like what you want to see next in the comments. Leave a great like on the video, you know what I'm saying? And then subscribe if like you really want to, if you want to keep seeing my videos, because it doesn't really affect you that much. It really affects me. It really helps me out here, you know, just trying to build up the family, get some support. So peace out.